A very good morning to my dear students of class 8. Today I will tell you about the education policy from chapter 9. So let's start, my students. In 1810, Governor General Minto prepared a report on the miserable state of education in India and appealed to the company to grant money for the improvement of education. The Charter Act of 1813 made it obligatory on the part of the company to spend at least 1 lakh rupees every year for the promotion of learning in India. This was the first step taken by the British rulers towards the encouragement of the study of literature and science in India. During the viceroyalty of Lord William Bentinck, there was a change in the educational policy of the government. The General Committee of Public Instruction, founded in 1823, was to decide the question whether the money should be spent for Western education or for Oriental education. Among the members of the General Committee of Public Instruction, there were two groups. One Orientalist and another is Anglicist. The Orientalists were in favor of Sanskrit and Arabic studies, while the Anglicists preferred Western education through the medium of English language. This controversy was known as Anglicist-Orientalist controversy. In 1835, the government passed a resolution outlining its new education policy. The government would utilize its educational funds on teaching Western science and literature through the medium of English language. Then the government began to set up English medium schools and colleges for the education of a limited number of Indians. In 1844, Governor General Hardinge made an announcement that people having a knowledge of English language would be given preference in public employment. This announcement gave further encouragement to English education. The result was rapid spread of English education among the middle class people and decline of vernacular education in Bengal. In 1854, Charles Wood, President of Board of Control, recommended a new education policy in his famous Education Dispatch. It recommended the establishment of a network of primary schools, secondary schools, colleges, and 3 universities. The opening of the Department of Education was also recommended. The dispatch laid the foundation of the modern system of education in India. Now, let's talk about the impact of Western education. As a result of Western contact, the Indians got aware of Western culture, Western science, and Western concept of nationalism, democracy, and humanism. They began to examine their social and religious institutions in the light of Western rationalism. This led them to launch upon socio-religious reform movements. Literature filled the people with the spirit of nationalism. Soon, there was an upsurge of political movements. So, my students, here is the end of our chapter 9. Go through the chapter properly and write the question answers in your classwork copy. Thank you.